Sooner rather than later. And something I did cut off is that if you did try to go out of the above exit of the Ravage Pass, it just gets blocked off by Team Galactic. You can't get past. Which is why I was like, the part that got cut out was me trying to get to Paloma City, Paloma Town, That wasn't happening. Yeah, now we're kind of just over leveled, aren't we? Oh, they all miss. Screech, nope. So we're gonna do something? There we go. Oh, just jeez. Level 2 poison types. Oh wait, no, I just realized something. Because I actually do intend to use Nasty Plot. I'm gonna have to hold off on evolving Riolu anyway. Unless it actually was... Oh. I'm gonna double check that right now. No! No! Oh no, I have to hold off regardless. God damn it. Okay. Well, guess who's not gonna evolve yet? To be fair, that's not me. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get Lucario. This would be great. Nope. I realize why I don't yet. And it still continues to be embarrassing. Okay. Sorry, mate. I let you forget. Forgot about it. Alright, the cont. I'm not sure if I want to do the contests in this one. Probably not. As much as it's more interactive. As much as it's more interactive in this gen than Generation 3. It kind of proves itself to be a bit more difficult to get all the contest ribbons, I realized. Which, depending on whether or not I want to have a ribbon master, is a bit of a fucking problem. You know, other than the fact that at least 2 of those ribbons I can't even get. You can probably guess which ones those are. Yeah, Shroom Slide. That's especially different. It no longer looks like Hammy. Much as I actually kind of like the sprite, I like the new one just a little bit more. It still has one of the best fucking cries in the game. I do appreciate that for like the double battle is. They actually have it so that they both move rather than requiring you to be close to them. Which never made too much sense. Like they're fucking statues. In case you're wondering when it learns Nasty Plot is level 20. So we're holding off his evolution. Yeah, 8 more times. Now 7. Man, if only we had, I don't know, a fucking Everstone. Right? I'm not making use of Tailwind too much. Watch me actually need it for like the fucking Juniper fight. Wait, no, it's Mars. Juniper is fucking Eterna City. But that was abrupt. You know what I could also do, right? Since I do have a completed file separate from this one, if I really wanted to, I could probably just trade it over to that separate save file, level up to level 27, and then bring it up to level... Actually, no, because it resets the friendship level. Yeah, no, that's dumb anyway. Let me guess. Yeah, no, this is the one I was talking about, was like... Like, okay, enough of this, let's just get to the point. Now, as for what they done with it, I think the Johto Sword is the one that got the most changed. Because Megadium is a Grass Fairy type with Serene Grace as its first ability. Second one is still Overgrowth. Cyndaquil line got adaptability and a bump to special attack. No, I haven't made that fucking spreadsheet at the time of writing this. It's probably not gonna... Well, I'll probably do it at some point. If for no other reason, it'll at least showcase it by the end of this. And then Totodile. Guess what we're using? Like, Intimidate, as you saw, and Feraligator's a water dog type. So it gets stab on Crunch. Then have it so that Dragon Dance isn't an egg move. And it still wonderfully gets Ice Punch. don't remember if they buffed anything specifically on Alligator. Well, it is an easy thing. Fucking check. Nope, they just gave it more points in attack. Like, pretty much putting it up to 110. Oh boy, here we go. It's that part of the video where I start soft resetting. Might as well give it to this one a nickname. Because normally this one would have been on Crocodile. Wrong gen, I'm afraid. I need a new job. Fucking mood. Nope, okay. No draw at this point. Alright. So not only did I get the nature I wanted, it was an anime. But before I forget, because I'm going to, one berry, get the spray done, and fucking book it back to that route. After evolving Totodile. Well, I might be using water gun, just give it a that. Here. Gold berries. That's why. It's a fucking meat. And I hope you enjoyed that, because we still have to do it 2 other times. What is this business? See more honey trees, which they actually reworked honey in this. Like, instead of having to wait like half a day for an encounter, you use the honey and you instantly get an encounter. So that makes getting Heracross a lot easier. That makes getting Munchlax a lot easier. Never mind the encounter rate increases. And it's quite an increase. Going from like a 1% chance on specific trees to being just a 10% chance on, I think, a lot of trees. I want to say like more than half. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't take it. You better move on. Oh, right, because they intimidate. No! Are you serious? Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Oh, but the thing is, I don't... For the love of God, don't crit it. That's gonna kill it, isn't it? Nope. Okay. Please, for the love of God. What is that, 2 shinies in a row now? Well, 2 shinies in the same playthrough. Does it make me wish I had... Yeah, I don't think I had great balls yet. This is gonna take a bit, I bet. I wasn't expecting... Oh my god, I was just trying to get Shockwave. For the love of God, man. Thank you. One less fucking headache. You're not even who I'm gonna have on this team. Part of me wants to make like a bit like, at some point we're gonna get like a shiny for a teammate. But that hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened for Totodile as much as it probably would have been easy to do so. It hasn't happened for Eevee. If I really wanted to, I could have, but I didn't. I'm not trying to shiny hunt, I'm just going through the game. And that's 2 shinies now. So I do like shiny Manectric. I'm just not using an electric type for this team. That's kind of a shit lead. I'm sorry, I'm still reeling from that earlier. Maybe I should try for at least one of them. Oh my. Silly me, forgetting that tournament is actually still a move. I mean, if there was one I was gonna have a shiny at any point, I can only really think of like... Yo one Lydian being fucking massively buffed. Like getting Technician, getting a massive attack increase to make use of both of its abilities. You still have terrible typing. Oh god, okay, they actually show up on... Not the fucking web extension. Which turns out to be so much worse than I realized after watching Megaled's video on Honey. Holy shit! Like, You two sponsorships are already pretty fucked. Honey is getting on that point where it's almost as bad as BetterHelp. Almost. You slap the honey on, and you just get the encounter. That being said, there's sadly not going to be any of them that I'm going after. Except to get to have something like Heracross. Except that for you. Now keep fucking on here. There's the HP hack, like, actually taking effect now. Like I said, Generation 4 is a choice for being slow, but it's primarily the HP bars being fucking slow. I think that makes it even worse is that out of poison types, out of flying types, Leafeon is just not gonna be it's not gonna be good for this at all. Alright. Yeah, this boss. It's surprisingly a difficult fight. Never mind just vanilla, like, because of how they made the important fights have more, like, higher IVs in general. We're now looking at pushovers. Not that the early parts shouldn't be all that difficult. Essays is probably going to be provoking. That makes this a bit of a thing. And that just makes it even worse. All that speed and yet not one bit of priority. Just so I can cycle and intimidate for food. Not that Bronzo is ridiculous at this point. I really wish I still had Cobra so I can take the fucking citrus bear. That actually would have been very helpful to have. Oh yeah, it even mentioned pretty much most of the significant fights all have like Pokemon, like Pokeball seals. And now to intimidate Shuffle. That's... I don't know what it was. It still doesn't... Really? And it's out. Very funny, we get it. Which is doing significantly less now. Ah, of course. Whatever, it's trying. Oh, stop this looking, sir. We can... Not that much we do. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Go fuck yourself. Yet, so we used to have 7 other levels left. Drift. You know what's funny? Driftloon is actually made into a regular encounter now. But if you really wanted to, you can just wait until Friday and still find it that way. God, I miss Luca. Like, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the HP share on Riolu. At the very least, to speed up the process of getting levels and so that it'll be the first to reach like the high 20s. And when I edited out earlier, the different part. It also helps that the poison, that the immunity to poison and resistance to grass is going to help for Eternal City's gym. Assuming I get Lucario by then. I'm gonna guess that's a negative. Oh yeah, and Marie. They gave it like a small bump in its special attack. Actually, no, it didn't. They did, however, give it electric dragon typing for Ampharos. And you're not gonna believe this. They gave it fucking tail glow. Literally all it needed was tail glow. I'm probably not gonna need that anymore. Literally the one buff it needed for Ampharos is tail glow. Wait, I just realized it is nighttime. I know what I can do in this next bit. When we get to it. It's gonna be better than Counter anyway. Oh, so I could just be seeing things. I'm just now realizing that things on its head kind of look like Pokeballs. I could just be seeing things though. I mistook fucking Kabuto's fucking blinking animation, or the sparkling eyes animation for blinking. So maybe. That upsets me. Because I'm too used to how the Death Knot works in later gens for breeding. Not the case here. Really not the case here. Hell, breeding is completely different to how it was in Illusions before Gen 5. Again, way too used to how things were in later gens, so like... It upsets me, is what I'm getting. Oh, speaking of generational differences, did you know that in Generation 4, if a Pokemon switched out and you're attacking with a Life Orb, you don't take Life Orb recoil? That's something I learned, God, I think it was like a month ago. It was like, oh, that's kind of fucked. Imagine facing up against a Life Orb set on Inferno, trying to switch out to weaken it through the Life Orb recoil, only to realize that it doesn't do jack shit. One of those things you learn the hard way, or you literally just learn it from like a video discussing like weird generational mechanics. Yeah, I'm seeing that right. That's why it's kind of misaligned with the shadow. Oh dear. Out of all the fucking fixes and spice, I'm surprised that wasn't one of them. A handful of them they did fix or updated. I'll leave it still fine. This is a generation. Like, the generation where there's actual differences of ones with Gastrodon and Shellis. I've always preferred the, I think it was the East form. Like, the blue one. It just looked more aesthetically pleasing to me. Lovely. part of me wasn't really intending on fighting every single trainer. But considering what I'm kind of working with, I might as well. Might as well. Especially since it's going to be a bit harder to level grind as we get more teammates. In fact, it's going to be about as early as before we reach the gym after. I am thinking, yeah, because after Turner is going to be 95 accuracy, by the way. After Eternal City is going to be level 6, which you can access Rainbow Cave. Which, despite that having access the same way in Mawile, tempting as it is to use Mawile, I will not. And I think that's more upsetting for that for me, is that it has not only massive bumps to its base stat total, bringing it up to 450, but it gets huge power as well. Like, straight out of fucking XG Next Gen is like, no, gotta remember, I'm trying to have it be somewhat different to my other playthroughs. Just some. As much as I really want to use Mawile. I'm pretty sure this is a red. Wait, hold up. I was going to say, this video is just a rest area. Now, is it here or is it in the world above? Nope, it's the world above. Up there, right there is a honey tree. And it's literally the only honey tree in which that has a 100% encounter rate for Beedrill. Which I should probably mention, has its Mega's ability, Adaptability, which I feel like I've already mentioned. No, I mentioned it for Lucario. And has a massive bump to its attack and speed. And reacts to fighting, okay? That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Considering each of these partners specialize in a stat. For her, it's HP. Like the Drifloon, the Chansey especially. And... oh jeez, I forgot what the other one is. I know Drifloon and Chansey is two of them. There's no Eviolite in this, so no bulky Chansey in this. Can you imagine Eviolite as early as Gen 4? It's fucking disgusting. Especially for all the folks that do Little. Oh yes, Whale. Especially all the people who play Little Cup. What's the last one? I don't know. That's probably something I should have mentioned. Like, out of all the things that are documented, and like what's put in documentation, one of the things that isn't what each trainer has. That's something that I pretty much had to check through his PRE. Not yet. Like, you're halfway there, just not yet. Tempting it is to also try to get... Oh yeah, that's Mystery Miss Magic. That's another one I tried. Because that's also been given the Ghost Fairy typing. That simply doesn't remind me of another Pokemon that's absurdly strong in Gen 9 with Ghost Fairy typing. With extremely high special attack, special defense, and speed. No, not at all. Not at all that's so prevalent in singles and as dominant as... God, I want to say Landorus was in VGC. Not quite Incineroar levels of dominance, but it's pretty damn good regardless. I mean, the Honchkrow hasn't been touched all that much. Oh yeah, Shadow, since we were talking about Shadow. That's been buffed to base 90 power. It still has its guaranteed confusion. And nasty plot. Yeah, that totally doesn't sound like a headache. You know what? I got one of those. That ain't it. Another thing I'm so used to is like the repair world. Would you like to use another one? Again, that's Gen 5. I'm pretty sure it's Gen 5. Oh, Cheto's open. We don't even need cut. And we get the tip. You know what? Give it to Reedy since... Ooh. No, not yet. Not yet, because... There's something else I have... Something else I have in mind. And it's not you, Banana. Also, I'm doing this as well because we actually do need El Chateau from you. But there are two things to keep in mind. One, there's actually two fixed encounters. And I'm not just talking about Rotom, though we can also get that as well. The other is Gengar. A level 20 Gengar. And two, with Rotom especially, you can actually repeatedly encounter it. It's a repeatable encounter. I want to say it's presumably so you can get all 6 of its forms. Of its motive forms. Oh yeah, I forgot there's that fucking kid. I always forget to get substitute. case. Here's Gengar. It's so bizarre seeing stuff like this at level 20. Here's a TV. Alright. Now is this gonna be successful? Because Voltop is kind of frail. Really fucking frail. Alright. Have something else try to quick. Oh no. Didn't make me wish I had something with taunt. Oh, even better. Grass Whistle is not even gonna do. Especially if it keeps double teaming. Yeah, no, it's gonna keep doing that. I'll just gonna take a while. Be back in a second. Oh, even after I double two, I still hit that. Looking up for it. Or I can get a second try. Way to make me look an idiot. Much as I love Votum. Because I was debating. Actually, no, because I wanted to have at least one defensive Pokemon. And as tempting as it was to have Rotom be it, as tempting it was to have it be Rotom. Especially since they gave it its typing that it would have in Gen 5 onward. I also decided against it. Oh yeah, it's another side quest. Because we saw what it was for Mew. Now we're seeing the start for Javachi. Oh, joy! The fucking Explorer's Kid. This person gives you fossils. And she's gonna want to see an Aerodactyl. You can see why I'm doing it with the backtracking. Especially since the TM she gives you is Lock Slide. Yeah, Lock Slide. So just drag me along, will you? And I think that what we see here will eventually at least somewhat come to pass in Legends Arceus. Not yet. I mentioned cut. You know what? Yeah, we don't even need cut. Oh yeah, because fucking Gardenia isn't even here. She's out on Route 216. Yeah, Route 216. In the freezing cold. A, to deal with the fucking hail, and B, to find herself a snowbird. Since we actually saw Slugma, I might as well mention that, that Kako also got pretty significant buffs. Not only getting solid rock, but also beefed up his offenses so it can actually be a threat. Not that it does any favors, but its typing is still ass. But Riolu can at least do something. It has its own niche. Speaking of taunt, not that we can do much from that corner. I will say this though. Since we don't need any HMs or like to actually get by anywhere, that also means we can actually somewhat freely explore Mount Coronet. Which also means we can actually get to the other side of this route. And not only can we get Swap. I think I'm thinking about it. Swap. It's either Swap Blue or Bag On. Either way, we can get that. And it's so tempting to use rare candies. You know what? I'm not gonna use it for anything else. Let's get it out of the way. Whoops. Get out of the way, say it and forget it. No. You're getting nasty, plot. And it will be fucking useful. Give it a reversal. Now we can have Lucario. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. already learned Calm Mind when I already got Nasty Plug. Get out of here. It's Feebas. It's a guaranteed encounter in this floor. Because fuck the bullshit of having to find a random patch of tile in the water and then having to fish them out. And the Prism Scale to evolve into Melodic. Because again, fuck having to do all that nonsense trying to get a Melodic. Especially for a Pokemon that's no longer as good as it once was. Still a great Pokemon. This room will become relevant because you actually do get the opportunity to get the Reggies. Just not until post-game. Just forget that it's there for now. Speaking of snow, the fucking area that I'm in still has a shit ton of snow and it's melting into ice. Quite the fucking danger. Oh, right, but I was looking at that ice. We don't have the Alolan forms in this. As cool as that would be. But now Crocodile's start playing catch up now. It's not too bad. Yeah, the speed of the game is so much better. So, bye, thank you. And before I always forget that this NPC has Ice Beam. Right. You need to talk to her with 5 badges. Go back, please. Alright. So I can't get Ice Beam yet. But just so I don't fucking forget, because I will. One last thing going up is the fucking gym. It's not the fucking maze. Seriously, of all the things you could have added from Platinum into the remakes, they could have done this. Did you say over-leveled? I think I might be over-leveled. And I guarantee this is probably one of the last times that'll happen. Unless we're in a circumstance where it may happen. Yeah, I'm really starting to miss grass that's not being affected by powder moves. Really starting to miss that. Oh my god! My lord. even better. Okay. I was just thinking. Okay. That was more trouble than. You know, there's such a thing as going counterclockwise. Okay, not that Leaf Ball was going to be useful anyway. Okay. If there's stuff like that happen, just RNG. Two flushes in a row. Another crit. Okay. Oh, that's what they changed them. And I know a lot of sprites will update. And just like that, Brady's dead. I know a handful of them will change. I thought it was Roselia as well. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to put Leafy on it. I thought it was fucking Crocodile that was gonna be the issue. No, it's fucking Leafy. At least Crocodile has Crunch and Ice Fang. What does Leafeon have at this point? Not a lot. Which is why I was gonna give it a turn. But chose not to. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that real fucking quick. Okay. How to do this properly. And hopefully not fail horrendously. One of them is gonna set up the sun. If it's not Blossom, there's gonna be chill. Or we can just stun spray. Dude, that's definitely not Mustard Purge. Toads. but getting the loot. Oh, that somehow even works. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Me, you're aggressive. Oh my god. Technician map sucks. Holy shit, that's bad. Still asleep. Still asleep. Still asleep. Oh my god. Now there comes Rosemary. This is so close. Almost. Almost. But there goes the friendship then. Alright. Actually put that about to work then. Yeah, it is a sunny day. And Cherem isn't a fucking joke in this. Like, again, massive buff to his stats. Respect. It's gonna use Weather Ball. Nope. That would make sense. Then again, that would probably be horrendous if it did. It's supposed to be a leech seed, like protecting leech seed. But yeah. Yeah, no, probably it was just simply set up this week. The rest of this. I don't remember getting to. Okay. I must have forgotten that it somehow gets shockwave. And just like that, we're done. And we're finishing up an evolution. Now, since Alligator is the only one with a spike change, there's actually one for different for like male and female. Yeah, I know I like the female one more. Mostly because I've already seen what the male one is. And yeah, it definitely looks better, but I kind of like the one that was in Star Emerald as well. Alright. Or Leaf Gen. Well, no, it did do some stuff, but man,